Okay, you're back with us. And Governor, with the action undertaken by the President, of course, legal eagles are saying there was usurpation of the power of the purse as far as Congress is concerned. He broke the separation of powers within Congress. But in that sense, by undertaking these two actions by executive fiat, by violating the Constitution, in one sense, he has actually rewritten the Constitution.
Yeah.
Would that be correct?
Yeah, he's probably believing that he's living in England,
Okay.
where the Constitution is not written,
Okay.
unwritten Constitution, but this is a country with a written Constitution.
Okay.
He cannot rewrite the Constitution by himself. That's why they are saying now, Belmonte and the others want the Constitution changed to legalize the illegal.
Okay.
No, they can't do that.
Now, what is puzzling is how come majority of the senators or the congressmen are playing along with powers that are supposed to be vested in the legislative branch of government?
We have a major problem. They are all in the same basket.
Okay.
No one wants to get out of the basket because they are all beneficiaries of what is happening within the present system.
Okay.
They are all happy
Okay.
despite the charges, many of which
Okay.
are not appearing in mainstream media. They were saying that there were a number of congressmen who were involved in PDAP. I have not seen the list in our place. There are names mentioned as number 1, number 2, number 3. They have not been charged yet by the ombudsman.
Is Congress happy being castrated? Legally, legislatively castrated.
Well, individually, probably they're not happy.
Okay.
But collectively, they are because
They are.
they're beneficiaries of the present system.
Okay.
That's why they're saying that impeachment, it won't work.
Okay.
Because they don't have the numbers. Wrong. Because impeachment is not just a question of numbers.
Okay.
It's a war waged for the hearts and minds of men.
Okay.
We filed an impeachment against Marcos. We lost the vote, but we won the argument.
Uh-huh.
Some people filed an impeachment against Arab. They won the vote, but they lost the argument.
And you
to
have
the people.
and you have fulfilled your mandated sworn oath
Yes,
as a legislator.
we fulfilled our functions.
Yes.
And this should be guided by these precedents. The main problem with these people in Malacanang is they are living in a dark house.
Specifics, Governor. Is it possible the reason why Congress and Senate are willing to be neutered is simply because they try to invest the President with so much funds, discretionary, lump sum, etc., because it ricochets back. These dividends ricochets back to them, and they don't have to make an accounting anyway. So that's the beauty about investing a lot of money into the President, so that loyalty pays when there is a syndication of the coalition between legislators and the executive branch. Could that be the correct?
That's correct interpretation, Eric. They belong to the same syndicate.
Okay.
When you belong to the same syndicate, you do not castrate anyone who belongs to the syndicate, do you?
And when the President disburses discretionary or lump sums to a legislator, the legislator, does he have to make an accounting? Because it is discretionary or it is across the border funding.
Yes, across the...
He can get away with it. The legislator can get away with
as-
such money.
As Ben Jokno puts it, it's crossover. No?
Yes.
It's crossover. They usually run away with it.
So it's better to give a lot of money to the President.
Yes, and for the president to disperse it among his friends, and
Okay.
even at times among his enemies.
So he becomes an uncontrollable Santa Claus to his friends, actually in the executive branch, in the legislature. Is that what you were saying here?
Yeah, that's correct. And that's why they are siphoning the money of the people as against the people. It's the people who are suffering in the present system.
Okay.
That's why they should awaken. We should have leaders who should awaken them. The main problem with the opposition in this country is they are opposed in session.
Okay. Your commentary, some individuals said it had a chilling effect. When the President said, oh, you people, I'm just paraphrasing, I'm sorry, said, I'm getting information that some people there are, sa Supreme Court, pinipersonal kami. Is that a veiled threat?
No, it's not a veiled truth. Coming as it does from the President, because in our previous experience, in my own personal experience, the moment he says something, he means it.
Tinatakot ba niya ang Supreme Court? Hindi.
Tinatakot niya ang Korte Suprema, tinatakot niya ang maraming tao dito sa Pilipinas. That's why I'm wondering, for a president to behave in this manner, something is wrong somewhere.
How do you see the fact that, the Supreme Court said the DAP is illegal, it is unconstitutional with a 13-0, with 1 abstention, but again, he is going back against the counsel of his lawyers, his cabinet members. What do they say? If you keep on doing the same thing and expect a different outcome.
There is a basic question here,
Oh.
Eric,
Oh.
with respect to the behavioral patterns of the president in
Yes.
trying to solve the problem.
Yes.
Is there something wrong with him?
Okay.
He should talk to the Filipino people. Some people are talking about Asperger syndrome.
Asperger syndrome.
Yes. Now, the president should answer to our people. Because if he has Asperger syndrome, that could be the basic reason why so many errors in decision making
Happens.
happens.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Or are there other members of the cabinet?
Uh-huh.
Or are the members of the cabinet the ones suffering from
Asperger syndrome. And the president is healthy.
And the president is guilty.
Okay.
and the question arises,
Mm.
because this has been said over and over again. As a matter of fact, the Jesuits in the Ateneo are pointed to as to be the ones at fault who are trying to cover up in what is happening in the mind of the president.
Okay.
Now, if this is the case, under the Constitution, the members of the cabinet are duty bound
Okay.
to investigate these charges,
Uh-huh.
whether the president is healthy or not.
Uh-huh.
Because if the president is not healthy, they should report immediately to the people and to Congress that something is wrong with the president, and therefore the president should be allowed to take a vacation.
Okay.
No, that's important to us,
Uh-huh.
for everybody. Now, we want to know the truth. Is it not?
Yes.
Because we want this country to improve to
Can
the
an-
benefit of everybody.
Can an ordinary citizen request for a copy of the president's health?
Why not?
Is that supposed to be top secret? Is there anything confidential about his present status?
It is only a top secret if there is something wrong with the
Okay.
president. If there's nothing wrong with the president, physically and mentally, why should that be security problem?
You should even be proud to say, the president is in the pink of health, I think,
Yeah,
no?
of course. Very much in the pink of health.
Yes.
He's making the correct decision.
Uh-huh.
He's exercising every day.
Uh-huh.
He seldom plays the computer.
Yes.
He hardly loses to the people with whom he plays the computers.
Yes.
So we will all be assured
But-
that at least in the 2016, there will be elections.
A smooth
Because
transition.
A lot of people are saying that probably there will be new elections in 2016 because the president will not be able to finish his term.
What-
I don't like that.
What do you say when his communications group say, that is a matter of national security, that is the health of the president is a matter of confidence?
The members of the cabinet or the people who are surrounding him should have their heads examined.
Okay.
Because that is a wrong approach to a very simple problem. They're saying that the president is very healthy. He's in the pink of health.
Uh-huh.
We should all be glad that the president is healthy and in the pink of health because when confronted with the problems, he makes the correct decisions.
Uh-huh.
Now, when he makes wrong decisions, one begins to wonder
Okay.
whether the president is in the pink of health.
Okay. So that is very clear. I think every taxpayer should be interested to find out what is the present status of the health of the president.
If they don't do it, you and I might do it.
Okay, Governor, let me ask you a question. DAP, the president is able to disburse these funds to not just legislators. They find out later on, sabi nga nila, nabulaga sila na hindi pala PDAF yung nirelease kung hindi DAP. Okay? Now, then we found out COA is also receiving some. What is wrong with the president giving away this kind of financial largesse to the different agencies of government, departments of government? Anyway, this is supposed to be meant for good things.
No, that's wrong on two bases. It could be technical malversation and bribery. Both are serious criminal offenses that could result to the impeachment of the president.
Okay.
So they should know that from the very beginning.
Okay. Can DAP influence the function of a certain agency? Let's say, for example, like COA. Okay? uh, it failed to give notice of disallowances.
Of course. And now they are trying to investigate the Supreme Court over the 3 billion fund. It's getting to be more serious with every passing day. And as a matter of fact, Eric, with the way our institutions are malfunctioning,
Okay.
the serious issue comes to the fore.
Okay.
What is the solution?
Okay.
The solution are on the Constitution.
Mhm.
I saw a T-shirt, a red T-shirt, the other day with the following words: impeach Pinoy,
Okay.
impeach the,
The
system,
system.
all power to the people. At the back, we need a leader.
Okay.
You know, it's a thought-provoking idea.
Uh-huh.
All these things I saw, I think I will reproduce them.
That is really thought-provoking, and what is needed is just the imagination to be captured.
That's true.
That is the only thing. That is the only. If the luck is there, but the key is waiting,
Well,
waiting to be discovered.
The key is in the hands of the people. As usual, it's in the hands of the people. But the people need a leader
Okay.
who will hold the key in order to effect the correct constitutional solution.
Governor ADAZA, you're a lawyer. Justice Art Breon said in his opinion that the matter of good faith in the performance of duty and liability, therefore, if any, can be made only by the proper tribunals and not by this court in the present case.
That's right.
How will you read that?
Correct. He was virtually saying, file the cases against these people before the ombudsman, and then it will go to the Sandigan Bayan, and the Sandigan Bayan can make the proper conclusions.
So it is not enough for themselves to proclaim good faith. There has to be a tribunal to proclaim this good faith.
Yes, the tribunal will have to find them innocent.
Okay.
They have to find them innocent. Now, if the members of the tribunal are sane, I doubt very much whether they will be acquitted. I
Okay.
doubt very much whether they'll be acquitted.
Okay.
But the conclusion of Mr. Justice Breon is correct.
Yes.
That it's not for the Supreme Court to say that.
Okay.
It will be some other
Tribunal.
tribunal, like the Ombudsman or the Sandigan Bayan.
Okay.
Yes.
And what cases? Administrative, criminal?
Criminal and administrative, both.
Okay.
Because the Sandigan Bayan, the Ombudsman has jurisdiction on the administrative and the criminal. The same thing that will go to the Sandigan Bayan.
Do you see a big mess happening before us? COA received money, so many other agencies received money from DAP, and therefore, the President is taking the lead to say there was good faith, and all of you rally behind me because I will protect you. Is that what is happening here?
Yes.
And so therefore, all these other agencies who receive money is saying, like even the Senate is saying, why don't you talk about the good things of DAP?
In simple terms, it says very clearly that there is a failure of our institutions.
Okay.
And when all institutions fail, what are you supposed to do as a citizen of this country? And other than the citizen of this country, under Section 1 of Article 2, there is also Section 3, which states that the armed forces of the Philippines
Yes.
is the protector of the,
Of the
people,
people
and
and
the
the state, yes.
When the rule of law goes down the drain, it is part of the duty of the armed forces of the Philippines to protect the people and the state for criminal violations, scandalous violations of our laws.
DAP should be stopped at its heels, prospectively. How do you see this? This should no longer exist.
It's not only that.
Okay.
In the times of President